Hey, you're about to listen to a teaser of our June 2021 bonus episode over on Patreon. Our Patreon episodes are fun, non-substantive content that we do every month, where me and Zach just chat about movies or legal TV or anything else we want, and sometimes we bring on special guests. It's just a way to say thank you to our patrons and allows us to keep all of the content on the main podcast free and open access as always. If you're interested in becoming a patron, head on over to patreon.com/legallistening. And with that, we hope you enjoy this month's discussion of The Grinder, a 2015 Fox TV show that was unfortunately, as you will hear, canceled after one season. Enjoy!
Yes, and then you also have the brother is famous, and what happens when someone who is hyper famous goes back to where they're from, and how are they treated by all these other people. I think there's the one episode I love is where he starts dating someone, Dean, he comes back to town and he starts dating someone he dated in high school, right? So before he was famous. And she's just oh no, I don't own a TV and all this stuff. And it's she's lying, right? Because she wants to be able to get back with him. And she obviously knows how famous he is. But she also knows that he feels weird about how famous she is. So I don't know. It's lots of layers of meta. There's a lot of things going on at once. And I think it can be hard, especially in the truncated format of a network TV comedy. So you have 22 minutes
it's
to
a
get all this
22-minute
stuff
episode.
in. Yeah, really short. So it's just I think especially when they're dealing with a truncated comedy format on television, network television, they did a really good job to get all of the jokes in a way that still is a cohesive show. I don't know, man. It got canceled 6 years ago, and I'm still so sad because I think it's such a funny show.
It reminds me of, it's good in that they're very good in the 22 minutes of making their A plots and their B plots for the most part resolving by the end. Right, because there's normally, because normally the A plot is the legal issue of the episode, right? It's slip and fall, a divorce, a discovery that they have to do, right? But the B plot is usually the relationships between the characters, and they're very well played out. Because you said, it's so smart in some of the comedy, jumping into the series ahead when Maya Rudolph's character comes on as the therapist, right? She's the brother. Stuart Sanderson tells Dean to go see a therapist because he has a lot of unresolved issues from being so famous in The Grinder, and the therapist is you need to purge everything about The Grinder from you. And then of course Stuart's I need The Grinder back. I need my brother's ridiculous antics to help me win a case.
Yeah, because it's weird. It's hard because sometimes it's this constant internal conflict with Dean, Rob Lowe's character, because sometimes being the grinder, being this famous person is really helpful, right? It helps the client. Mm-hmm. So it's just it's weird that, and certainly he gets, certain degree of special treatment too in the courtroom, and it's he shouldn't because he's famous, but he does anyway. And it's there's this one episode with Kumail Nanjiani who's he plays the opposite opposing counsel, I think, and he's just first of all, I object to all of that. I have approximately 30 objections, and it's just it's true, it's because he's famous, he gets to do whatever, and then after the fact everybody's okay, so that was outrageous, so let's deconstruct the stuff that he just said. The Maya Rudolph parts are really funny. The part where he gets special treatment with traffic tickets.
Yes,
and then he's just no, I want to be treated like everybody else. I'm just like everybody else. And so he goes to jail overnight and throws a fit and
then he gets
his
released.
Own ticket.
They get released from jail and he goes back into jail because he doesn't want to use his status to have gotten
get out.
Jail. And it's all over what do you run a stop sign or something
Something stupid. Some minor traffic offense.
Yeah, a very minor traffic violation. There's a bunch of those moments too, but that scene you're talking about where the lawyer goes I have at least 3 objections. Yeah. And the judge goes, overruled. I want to hear what the grinder has to say.
I want to hear the grinder.
Yeah. It's amazing to watch all the characters buy into the grinder and be no, I want to hear what the grinder has to say. I want to hear the grinder rests.